patuloy na nagbibigay serbisyo. Pag-asa at saya. GMA Regional TV. Kapuso ng bawat Pilipino. This is GMA Regional TV Weekend News.
Good afternoon. This is your GMA Regional TV Weekend News. The biggest, the latest as local news matters. Caitlin Revilla,
Adrian Prietos.
Zen Kilantang, broadcasting live from GMA Complex in Iloilo.
We'd like to welcome our Kapuso viewers from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao.
as well as our kababayans all over the world watching us through GMA Pinoy TV and GMA News TV International.
This afternoon, we will be joined by our GMA Regional TV correspondents, Daryl Marie Sarmiento of One Western Visayas, Rial Soroche of One Mindanao, and Rain Palino from RTV Bicol. Kate Sen, it's another busy Saturday afternoon for all of us. If you're right here in GMA Regional TV Weekend News, and also we're celebrating the 52nd Dinagyang Festival.
That is right, Adrian, and we also have other counterparts from the other regions. Joining us this afternoon, Russell Simorio from Balitang Amyanan and Nico Sereno from Balitang Bisdak.
For today's headlines,
LGUs and health authorities strictly monitor passengers of international flights. Cebu intensifies efforts to prevent spread of coronavirus. Confirmatory test of the 5-year-old boy tested negative of the deadly novel coronavirus. A police trainee died, 4 others hospitalized after undergoing rigorous training. Number of hogs tested positive with the African swine fever in Pangasinan province increases. Man caught wiping people with face paint mixed with his saliva apologized. Barangay-based strives perform as part of the Dinagyang highlight. And in Iloilo, it will be a star-studded weekend with a cast of Anak ni Waray versus Anak ni Biday, Madrasa, and Descendants of the Sun, led by Ding Dong Dantes and Janeline Mercado.
Local government units and health authorities all over the country have doubled their efforts to prevent the entry and spread of the coronavirus. Luan May Rondina of GMA RTV Balitang Bisdak for the details.
Department of Health hospitals were placed under code white or heightened alert since January 21 due to reported entry of the coronavirus in the country. This is to ensure that patients diagnosed with the virus receive proper and immediate care. In Davao City, the isolation facility of Southern Philippines Medical Center is now ready and prepared to handle possible coronavirus cases in Mindanao. The facility can handle 3 patients at a time. Assigned in the facility are well-trained doctors, nurses, and other healthcare professionals. The members of the medical team, in fact, have undergone retraining to ensure that guidelines are strictly followed to prevent them from being infected by their patients. Each are required to wear personal protective gear before they can attend to their patients. In Lapu-Lapu City, Cebu, more doctors and nurses from DOH-7 were sent to augment medical personnel in the Bureau of Quarantine in Terminal 2 of the Mactan Cebu International Airport. They were tasked to strictly monitor incoming international passengers, particularly those coming in from China. To make sure that body temperatures of passengers from China are properly monitored, more thermal scanners were put in place. In Talisay City, Cebu, the City Health Office reminded Talisay residents, especially those with weak immune system, to refrain from roaming around the city and to just stay at home. But if it can't be helped, the public is advised to wear masks as the virus can spread through droplets when one infected with the virus coughs or sneezes. The public is also reminded to always observe proper hygiene. In Bohol, an emergency meeting was called by the Bohol provincial government after receiving reports that 2 Chinese tourists ages 2 and 36 exhibited symptoms of the coronavirus. The child was brought to the Governor Celestino Gallares Memorial Hospital, while the 36-year-old was brought to a private hospital in Tagbilaran City. After samples were taken from them, it was confirmed that they left Bohol province. Acting Bohol Governor Rene Relampagos created a technical working group to help in the implementation of health guidelines and prevent the entry of virus in Bohol. Thermal scanners are now installed in the Bohol Panglao International Airport. Meanwhile, in Iloilo, the provincial government issued Executive Order Number 028 mandating the strict implementation of quarantine procedures to protect the province from the novel coronavirus. The EO orders the strict inspection of foreign vessels, mandatory accomplishment of passenger declaration and health declaration cards of those entering the province via domestic and international vessels, barangay monitoring, and tourism establishment monitoring. Meanwhile, an international flight from Wuhan, China, carrying 135 Chinese nationals arrived in Calibo International Airport Thursday morning. According to the Civil Aviation Authority in Calibo, passengers are bound for Boracay. They underwent entry screening at the airport and all of them showed no symptoms or signs of the virus. I am Luan Merondina for GMA Regional TV.
Still on the issue of the coronavirus, aside from the 135 passengers who left Wuhan before the city's lockout and are now in Calibo, Aklan, close to 300 Chinese tourists were sent back to Wuhan City. According to the Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines, Calibo, 150 Chinese nationals, including the 135 tourists, will be sent back to Wuhan tonight at 9:30 p.m. PNP Chief Police Lieutenant General Archie Gamboa, in an exclusive interview with GMA Regional TV, said the police force is willing to help the line agencies in monitoring the coronavirus cases in the country.
The monitoring and the determination purely rest upon the Department of Health, no? Kasi sila naman may expertise dito. However, by reason of our mandate, we are obliged to support them should they need the security sector to implement or to execute something. Then the Philippine National Police will always be there to support them. We always take the cue from the Department of Health, who has the expertise to determine kung sino yung mga affected or kailangan ba may quarantine.
Following reports of a 5-year-old from China who tested positive of the coronavirus, authorities in Cebu have beefed up security measures and issued protocols to ensure the prevention of the entry and spread of the virus. Nico Sereno of our TV Balitang Bisdak will give us the latest news in his live report. Nico.
Yes, then the health department has continued to intensify its efforts to prevent the entry of the novel coronavirus into the country from Wuhan City in China. The Lapu-Lapu City government officials met with representatives of the different hotels and resorts along with DOH-7 officials. The health department briefed hotel representatives about the coronavirus and the methods of transmission. They were urged to immediately report suspected cases among their guests and visitors. The city, which houses the Mactan Cebu International Airport and several hotels and resorts, is a prime tourist hub in Cebu. An incident management team was created to monitor suspected cases. However, the DOH clarified that other than the 5-year-old boy currently admitted, no other patient has been suspected and brought to the hospital.
Right now, we don't have any reported suspect cases, coming from the establishments, from hotels and other tourist establishments. We are now awaiting for the result of the lab sample nga atong ipadala sa Australia, and if ever that would turn out negative, then we can discharge the patient.
Hospitals in Central Visayas have been placed on code white status or heightened alert. This is to ensure that they can easily attend to possible cases of virus transmission. At the Mactan Airport Terminal, thermal scanners greet passengers at the international arrival area. Additional portable thermal scanning devices are now used to monitor their body temperature.
We will install 2 hand sanitizers in each of the aero bridges and all the arrival corridors to encourage passengers to use the hand sanitizers to keep their hands clean at all times. This is based on guidance from the World Health Organization.
At the Bohol Panglao International Airport, 172 tourists from Chengdu City in China arrived yesterday. Some of the passengers disembarked still wearing their masks. A thermal scanner was put in place to monitor their body temperature. The airport has direct flights twice a week to China. Just last night, Zen, the health department has announced the confirmatory test of the 5-year-old boy from Cebu City whose samples were sent to Australia, yielding negative results from the 2019 novel coronavirus. However, the department still continues to intensify and ramp up its efforts to prevent the entry of the virus here in the country. Zen.
Thank you, Nico Sereno of Balitang Bisdak.
In Talisay City, Negros Occidental, 3.5 million pesos worth of suspected shabu were recovered from an alleged member of the Michael de Vinagracia drug group. While in Liganes, Iloilo, more than 500,000 pesos worth of suspected shabu intended for selling during the Dinagyang Festival were seized.
An estimated 230 grams of suspected shabu amounting to 3.5 million pesos were recovered from a joint operation of the Talisay and Silay City Police. Arrested were 22-year-old Maria Delmar Parohinog, her 19-year-old brother Jason, Joanna Lusabia 20, Homark Orquia 27, and Romel Ferrer 24 years old, residents of Barangay Mambulak, Silay City.
Tugay na niya actually project sa Silay City Police Station.
Lusabia and Parohinog were considered level 3 high-value targets of the Directorate for Intelligence, while the others are considered street-level drug personalities. The group was reported a member of the Michael de Vinagracia drug group, but they deny the allegation.
Tama sila ka dulas bla. Sang ulihi na implementar gid man may informant sila.
The Bacolod City Police offered 200,000 pesos as reward money for those who can give information as to the whereabouts of the Vinagracia. 535,000 pesos worth of suspected shabu were seized from live-in partners at Porok 5, Barangay San Vicente, Leganes. The bulk of shabu was recovered from Isagani Basbanyo, 47 years old, from San Lucas, Barotac Viejo, and Sheila May Alvarez, 33 years old, from Boulevard Molo.
May confidential informant kita nga nag-inform sa atin nga may maabot daw nga items.
According to the Regional Drug Enforcement Unit, the subjects intended to sell the drugs during the Dinagyang festivities.
Naka-receive kita info from sa mga counterparts naman sa ibang lugar nga may ma-deliver daw for Dinagyang purposes.
Together with cameraman Cirilo Renduque, John Sala for GMA Regional TV.
A lit candle started a fire that killed 2 children in Tagbilaran City last January 19. The sisters, 5-year-old Mary Joy Arayan and 8-year-old Mary Jade, was trapped inside their house. Their oldest sister, 9-year-old Mary Jane, managed to run out of the burning house. According to Mary Jane, a lit candle fell on their foam mattress, which caught on fire and quickly spread in their house. The surviving sister said she did her best to save her 2 sisters. Their mother wasn't at home when the fire broke out.
Nahagbong man tong scene nato na latugan silang duha niya. Kuan, bis na kuha na to nako si Ja, nasangit pa jud si Ja. Nya pagkuman kay na may lighter duha ka buok ng mato yung buto.
The festivities in Iloilo soared as the city celebrates the 52nd Dinagyang Festival. People flocked the street for the first ever Dagyang sa Calle Real. The details from Daryl Marie Sarmiento live. Daryl, happy Dinagyang Festival.
Adrian, Halabira, Iloilo revelers have started to flock the streets of Iloilo City as the Dinagyang activities kick off today. Dinagyang fever is on as the City of Love celebrates the 52nd Dinagyang Festival. Early this morning, people of all ages, locals and tourists, trooped to the downtown street of the city as 9 barangay-based tribes danced to the beat of the drums in this year's Dagyang sa Calle Real. The colorful costumes and graceful traditional steps inspired nostalgia, especially among the locals who witnessed this barangay tribes compete in previous years. To the new spectators, however, it set the tone for this weekend's fun-filled Dinagyang events.
Pag may dumadaan, medyo sumisingit-singit kami.
Balikbayans also took part in the celebration as the Dinagyang Festival is something they look forward to every time they come home to Iloilo.
First time ko lang po maka-attend ng Dinagyang Festival at napakasaya, it's pleasure kasi nandito po ako ngayon ay celebrate na napakasaya po, sobrang saya po.
Aside from the barangay-based tribes, groups from different towns also joined, such as the indigenous groups of Panay Bukidnon from Kalinog and the Ate Community and Katikati Tribal Association from Hordan, Guimaras.
It's very nice, it's very welcoming, and everything's really fun and hectic.
Oh, it's amazing. Since I first got here, it's just been so incredible to see the cultural heritage of Iloilo.
The signature beating of the drums will surely make you want to hit the streets and dance your heart away in celebration and in honor of Señor Santo Niño. Adrian, after the Dagyang sa Calle Real, more activities are still lined up this Dinagyang weekend. And this afternoon, the festive parade and Mardi Gras were held. And tonight, the devotees can join the religious sadsad. And tomorrow, the much-awaited Dinagyang 360, where 8 competing tribes will perform. Adrian.
Halabira, thanks, Daryl.
A Sinulog Festival reveler issued a public apology after he was caught on video wiping people with face paint mixed with his saliva. Despite his apology, the Cebu City Police wants him declared persona non grata. Here's Alan Domingo for the report.
Koday si Jason katong nag-viral ako dito. Niari ko karon nga para mangayo og pasaylo sa akong na pahiran, labaw na sa mga sinulog organizer ni Mayor sa simbahan.
This man from Danao City looks remorseful, contrary to his festive mood in a viral video. Jason John Tapales was seen in the video wiping face paint on festival revelers and passers-by during last Sunday's Sinulog Grand Parade. What these people didn't know is that Tapales would spit on the paint before wiping it on their faces. The video was shot by the Tapales friend who posted it on social media. The Danao City officials tracked down the culprit and presented him to the Cebu City Council and local media. Tapales looked repentant as he issued a public apology. Because of his viral dirty deed, he said he and his family have been receiving threats. Tapales admitted that what he did was wrong and that he got carried away by the festive mood of Sinulog.
Daghan kayo ng treat na ako. So, he asked me kung pwede ba makaroon na lang mo ari para ma-secure sa dakong kukuhan.
Kung saan nga treat, sir? Sama-sama sama.
Kaya asa daw ko no, taga-diin daw ko na ko, nangita na ako, kung siya din na.
Despite the apology, Cebu City Councilor Joel Garganera says Tapales will have to face the consequences of his actions.
Ang atong city legal officer ni Attorney Galon, they are also trying to study on what case to be filed diha nimo. Ang ako lang, be ready and be man enough.
Yesterday, Cebu City Mayor Edgardo Labella ordered Tapales to appear before him in the coming days. To prevent a similar incident, official of the Cebu City Police Office wants Tapales declared persona non grata for disrespecting the festival.
Wala siyang place dito sa Cebu, yung ganong ka-disrespectful na tao.
Mapasaylo na tayo sir, chancer ba?
Officials are also searching for the companions of Tapales, particularly the person who took the video and uploaded it on social media. Together with Godfrey Lilian, I'm Alan Domingo for GMA Regional TV.
One city and 3 municipalities in Pangasinan recorded cases of African swine fever. Russell Simorio will give us more details live. Russell?
Kate, a town in Pangasinan has been declared under state of calamity due to the increasing number of barangays affected by African swine fever. Affected hog raisers are appealing for financial assistance from the government. The Provincial Veterinary Office in Pangasinan recorded cases of African swine fever in Dagupan City and municipalities of Binmalay, Malasiki, and Basista. To contain the spread of ASF virus, a culling operation of hundreds of pigs from affected barangays was conducted by the ASF Task Force. Authorities will enforce quarantine checkpoints within a 1-kilometer radius of infected farms, strict surveillance and monitoring of hogs within a 7-kilometer radius, and do mandatory reporting on the disease from pig farms within a 10-kilometer radius.
Ang advice, ang nagbigay po sa amin ng advice po, yung Department of Agriculture na kailangan mag-ground zero, implement na naman yung
The Municipal Council passed a resolution declaring a state of calamity in the town of Binmalay because of the ASF outbreak. Culling of pigs in Barangay Linok, Binmalay resulted in huge losses to the local hog industry.
Wala, malaking kitang nabawa sa amin, madam. Pero yun ang utos, ma'am. Susunod. Opo, sumusunod lang kami sa utos, madam.
Kaya po, na-declare po yan kasi may lima na po tayong barangay na napiktuhan ng mga baboy na yan. Kaya ang amin lang kasi, ma-prevent yung mga kumakalat na virus na yan para hindi naman po nakakatakot sa mga aming mga kababayan.
Local government of Malasiki will also pass a resolution declaring a state of calamity due to ASF. In Barangay Apaya, Malasiki, more than 200 pigs were already culled.
Yung sulat ng Municipal Agriculture for Declaration of State Calamity, ipinurward in-endorse ni Mayor lang for consideration and appropriate action.
Meanwhile, the provincial government warned that cases will be filed against those who contributed to the recurrence of the ASF in the province. Almost 2,000 kilos of undocumented pork siomai were confiscated at a quarantine checkpoint in Tagudin, Ilocos Sur. Since January 1, 7 cases were already recorded by authorities of some businessmen trying to smuggle pork products into the province with tampered documents.
Very, very, very sad na marami pa rin yung pasaway. Ang kinakatakutan ko is yung mga pasaway na galing sa lugar na yon, baka pumunta rito pero wag naman sana.
Due to ASF threat, slaughterhouses in Pangasinan implemented a limited time of animal entry in their facilities. Hog dealers are asked to present documents such as veterinary health certificate and shipping permit. Meanwhile, the Office of the Provincial Veterinarian directed all the LGUs to intensify their monitoring and quarantine checkpoint to contain the spread of the virus. Back to you, Kate.
Thank you, Russell Simorio from Balitang Amyanan.
GMA celebration of the 70th anniversary continues as regional TV brings fun and entertainment to our Kapuso viewers in different parts of the country. Kapuso stars joined the 4th Kaisa Festival in Tarlac City, while in Iloilo City, the cast of upcoming Kapuso teleseries Descendants of the Sun, the Philippine adaptation, Anak ni Waray versus Anak ni Biday, Madrasta, and Bilangin ang Bituin sa Langit will join the Ilonggos in celebrating the Dinagyang Festival. More in this report. Thousands enjoyed a night of spectacular performances at the Kapuso Night at the 4th Kaisa Festival in Tarlac City. Kapuso comedian Donita Nose draws laughter from the audience in her performance. A powerful song number by the Kapuso diva Maricris Garcia amazed the crowd. While Anak ni Waray versus Anak ni Biday star Jason Abalos was loudly welcomed by the audience. They were joined by one of the lead stars in the much-anticipated GMA primetime show, First Yaya, Gabby Concepcion. GMA's newest all-female quartet, XOXO, hyped up the Tarlaqueños. Followed by an energetic number from the Clash alumni Anthony Rosaldo. Kapuso OSC princess Hannah Pesillas wowed audiences with their powerful voice. While one of GMA's sought-after leading ladies, Chris Bernal, shared good vibes to the audience.
Mga kapuso! Hello po, halabira! Kita-kita po tayo sa Iloilo. Finally, papunta na po kami dyan. Yes, makita-kita po ang cast ng Madrasta at ang anak ni Waray versus anak ni Biday. Kita-kita po tayo dyan.
The cast of launching telebaba drama Anak ni Waray versus Anak ni Biday, Kate Valdez, Bigo Deser, and Barbie Forteza. Together with the stars of top-rating afternoon drama Madrasta, Juancho Trevino, and Ara San Agustin will entertain Ilonggos in a Kapuso Mall show this afternoon. While tomorrow, Ilonggos eagerly await the arrival of the cast of The Descendants of the Sun, the Philippine adaptation, led by Ding Dong Dantes, Jeneline Mercado, Rocco Nesino, Jasmine Curtis-Smith, Lucio Ayala, Andre Paras, Shari Solomon, Paul Salas, Renz Fernandez, Prince Clemente, John Lucas, and Hailey Mendez. They will be joined by the stars of upcoming afternoon drama Bilangin ang Bituin sa Langit, Kailin Alcantara, and Yeser Marta. Together with cameraman Raydel Casillo, I'm Adrian Prietos for GMA Regional TV. Following the Taal volcano eruption, volcanoes in the Bicol region are being closely monitored. Rain Palino will give us more updates live. Rain.
Adrian, Bicol region is the home of the two most active volcanoes in the Philippines, Mount Mayon in Albay and Mount Bulusan in Sorsogon. Based on data from the Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology or PHIVOLCS, Mount Bulusan has been on alert level 1 or low level of volcanic unrest since 2016, while Mount Mayon has been on alert level 2 or moderate level of volcanic unrest since March 2018. Mayon volcano has erupted 58 times from 1616 to 2013. Its most recent major volcanic activity occurred in 2018, where ashfall reached Rinconada district in Camarines Sur, 60 kilometers away.
Sulfur dioxide po, last January 10 was measured at 115 tons per day yung nilabas niya. Medyo naman po, mababa yung level of yung unrest niya ngayon. Na medyo bumababa na yung mga yung mga monitored parameters. Pero sa ngayon po kasi may nakikita kaming level.
According to the PHIVOLCS, Taal volcano is still considered the most dangerous volcano in the Philippines because of its features and number of craters. But in Albay, the Cagsawa ruins in Kamalig, Albay is a constant reminder of the devastation wreaked by Mayon volcano. When Taal volcano erupted last January 12, Bicol LGUs and NGOs organized donation drives for the victims. According to these Bicolanos, this is their way of giving back for the help they received when Mayon volcano erupted. Lolo Domingo, 80 years old, is emotional as he recalls his childhood when Mayon volcano erupted in 1948.
May nagsuportar sa amin, yung mga hinihingi ng mga may sa bayan, yung mayor, kahit anong mga tagawar, yung ibang bansa, tumutulong sa amin.
Decades after experiencing Mayon volcano's wrath, some residents of Kamalig, Albay can only be grateful for surviving.
Nasa Baraylian kami sa ato, natagbong nakibayli kami. Kinamo ato, natakot kami, tapos mayroong pagkakita mambaya naman.
Oh, natakot So, tubig na kukunya na sa dalan. Intirong kunya. May arunganing na kunya na. Linapad na sa muya, yung salog baga.
Adrian in Albay, Mayon volcano is closely being monitored with PHIVOLCS reminding residents in permanent danger zones to follow instructions of authorities once alert level is raised. Adrian.
Thank you so much, Rain Palino.
A police trainee in Davao City died from heat stroke. 4 others were rushed to the hospital. We have Rial Soroche for the details live. Rial?
Yes, Caitlin, Police Regional Office 11 assured to look into the possible lapses by trainers in handling the training program. The Police Regional Office 11 is now looking into the death of a police trainee during training. In a report released by PRO 11, police trainee Patrolman Angelo Tito collapsed during a road run which is part of the Basic Internal Security Operation course in Sun City Subdivision, Barangay Comunal, Buhangin District, Davao City. 4 other trainees, Patrolmen Dexter Bucaling, Giovanni Saidao, Excel Busalya, and Fraxidicio Florentino II also fainted during the same exercise.
May mga intervention tayong ginagawa so that we will be able to reduce the risk of these things or these things happening.
According to PRO 11, the trainees went through the standard medical checkup and clearance. 632 of the 640 applicants, including Tito, were declared fit to undergo the training course, while 8 trainees failed in the medical evaluation. Patrolman Saidao was discharged from the PRO 11 hospital, while Patrolmen Florentino and Busalya were referred to the Southern Philippines Medical Center. Bucaling, on the other hand, was rushed to a private hospital. Patrolman Tito died of sinus tachycardia, secondary to severe dehydration and heat stroke.
It starts with a clearance of their health status. So, nasunod naman. Really, we started the series of yung medical evaluation, tapos laboratory, lahat.
The police director promised to look into possible lapses of the trainers in handling the training course and the filing of administrative cases should evidence warrants this. PRO 11 promised to provide financial assistance to the bereaved family of Tito and also for the trainees recovering in the hospital. Tito's remains were brought to his hometown in Tagum City, Davao del Norte. Caitlin.
Thank you, Rial Soroche from One Mindanao.
Let us check the latest weather forecast this weekend from Pag-asa.
Good afternoon, and this is our latest weather update. Easterlies, or the prevailing wind coming from the east, is currently affecting the eastern section of the whole country. Therefore, in the next 24 hours, Aurora, Quezon, Mindoro Oriental, Bicol Region, Eastern Visayas, Caraga, and Davao Oriental or Davao Region and Soc-Sargen will experience cloudy skies with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms due to easterlies, while Metro Manila and Calabarzon will also experience cloudy skies with isolated rain showers due to easterlies. While the rest of the country will experience generally fair weather with partly cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated rain showers and thunderstorms due to our localized thunderstorms. Moderate to strong winds will prevail over the northern and eastern sections of the country with moderate to rough sea condition, while the rest of the country will experience light to moderate winds with slight to moderate sea condition. For more information, you can follow and subscribe to our official social media accounts in Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, and you may visit our official website at bagong.pagasa.dost.gov.ph. And that's our latest reporting from Pag-asa Mactan, Visayas, DOST. And for GMA Regional TV Weekend News, this is Joseph Gerald Merlas. Have a great weekend.
Filipino-Chinese communities all over the Philippines celebrate the Chinese New Year.
Different activities are set to welcome this year of the Metal Rat.
Let us get acquainted with their various rituals and practices in this report.
Many Ilonggos look forward to the Chinese New Year festival every year. Chinese lanterns were put up in different establishments to welcome the New Year in Chinatown at Isnart Street. Chinese families prepare delicacies such as kikiam, matchang, and watken offer prayers inside temples.
Ibang pamilya te luyak siya mahaw kaon iya pamilya tanan kun kinanan kumpirito.
Although the year of the metal rat will be auspicious and prosperous, it is advised that cleaning the house, borrowing money, quarreling, and taking medicines on New Year's Day must be avoided at all costs to ward off negativity. Lion dancers believed to bring good luck roam around the streets and establishments of Bacolod City. In Yuang Temple, different activities are held to welcome the new year. Around 300 policemen are deployed to secure the city's celebration of the Chinese New Year and in preparation for the Bacolod Festival this coming January 31 up to February 2. Meanwhile, in Cebu City, sticky and sweet delicacies are on sale everywhere in observance of the Chinese New Year. These are bought not only by our Chinese brothers and sisters, but Pinoys as well, in the belief that sweet and sticky food will help bind family relations closer. The products of a well-known Chinese bake shop in Cebu are a hit among tourists and locals alike. There's the delicious Chobico, big and small tikoys coming in ube and pandan flavors. And of course, the famous masi. Aside from sticky foods, the round hopya and the popular fortune cookies are also best sellers.
Namalit mi ani kay akong husband is Chinese man. So kinahanglan jud mi mag-prepare mi kada Chinese New Year.
An entertaining lion and dragon dance was also performed in Mandaue City. The dancers went around the different offices and departments of the City Hall. Ang paos decorated the higher portion of the building. Lion and dragon dancers also visited establishments in the Gupan City to bring good luck to owners and their businesses. A red lion symbolizes prosperity, while gold and yellow dragons represent success, power, and courage.
Folklore po, yung ancient dragon, yun po yung master ng zodiac sign po lahat.
In Davao City, one of the highlights of the Chinese New Year celebration is the opening of the Unity Park, located at the Chinatown along Magsaysay Avenue. Inside the tiny park stands a wishing tree, shipped all the way from China. It is open to everyone who wants to make a wish.
It was one of Davao City Chinatown Development Council's goal to make a park for... Kasi walay park sa Chinatown eh.
Together with cameraman Romel Porquia, Zen Kilantang for GMA Regional TV.
Kate Sen, it is ironic for all of us in the country and in the world to celebrate Chinese New Year at the same time we are in the onset of the deadly 2019 novel coronavirus. What better way to combat this deadly virus or this disease is that we should act together as an international community. Right, Zen?
Adrian, Kate, what excites me about Chinese New Year is the night market and the food festival.
And you are in red.
Yeah, so I'll be there.
Yes, and it is nice, Adrian and San, is that the Philippines is a culturally diverse nation wherein our culture came from different countries all over the world. And in this Chinese New Year, it is time to give acknowledgement to the Chinese people who are in our country.
And of course, for the rest of us, especially for our tourists and travelers alike, be safe and of course, make sure that your government in any part of the world has been creating efforts to contain the virus. Okay?
Yes, and you can watch this episode and more on GMA Regional TV's official YouTube channel. Just click the subscribe button to get the hottest news from the regions.
That was the biggest and the latest news from the regions. Thank you for joining us from around the Philippines as well as our kapuso abroad.
This has been GMA Regional TV Weekend News, where local news matters.
Happy weekend, mga kapuso!